G'day guys, Joel Fowler for Emmetts. We're just up at our Swan Hill branch today, and I noticed while we were up here that our truck rolled in with this machine on the back of it. So it's just been unloaded, it's still dirty and it's got transport stickers and everything all over it, so apologies for that, but I thought this was too good an opportunity not to take a look at it and have a bit of a chat with you guys about what it is and more importantly what's changed on it. So what it is, of course, is our 8RT series track machine. So this particular unit is an 8370RT, so there's nothing particularly new there, but there have been some upgrades and some changes to this machine from model year 18 to model year 19. So that's primarily what I wanted to talk about and just highlight these changes for you. So the first thing that's changed is steering pumps. So there's an upgraded high capacity steering pump fitted to these machines for model year 19, and that's going to improve the ability of the tractor to turn under load. So that's a really handy upgrade. And the other thing that has been changed is cab suspension. So previously we've had cab suspension on our 8R wheel machine for some time, but we've never been able to put it on the RT. We've been asking and we finally got it for 2019. So it's a 4-point system, so it works pretty similar to the system on the 9RX. So you can see the spring and the shock there. So there's one of those assemblies on each corner of the machine. Then we've got some panhard rods that run side to side, and they improve the lateral control and give some dampening to the side to side movement of the cab. So to accommodate this suspension, the cab sits 6 inches higher and the suspension itself has 4 inches of travel in it. So we want movement obviously for the comfort, but that movement needs to be controlled and it needs to be dampened. So that's what those panhard rods do. You can also see at the bottom there that little linkage, so that runs from the chassis of the tractor to the cab, and that's what allows the movement there. So yeah, as I said, very similar to the system we've had on the 9RX for a few years now. So yeah, really excited to get that because it's something that we've been asking for quite a while, and yeah, we have actually got it now, so that's fantastic. So that's changed. Another thing that's not actually a change, but I just wanted to mention it because it is a new thing for some other brands, and there is a bit of chatter on it at the moment, is an infinitely variable transmission, or IVT. So for some time we've had the option of the 23-speed power shift, the E23 trans, or our IVT, and nothing's changed in that regard. So as I said, it's not new, but I thought it was just worth mentioning because some of the other brands are speaking about that at the moment. So yeah, choice of transmission depending on what you want to do with it. That particular machine in front of us is an E23, and we've got another one very similar to Roseworthy that's an IVT. So yeah, horses for courses. The other change I wanted to speak about is the ability to change the steering speed or the ratio from in the cab. So I'm just going to jump up in the cab now and we'll run you through that. So one of the cool things about this MY19 8RT series is the ability to adjust the steering sensitivity. So if you go in there, there's like a little information page, and it tells you literally everything about the setting, what it is and how to adjust it. So basically, depending on how you've got the machine set up, weight-wise or ballasting or what you're towing with it, the steering may react differently to input. So the idea is that you can adjust the steering sensitivity to suit. So minimum is 75, maximum of 175, and the default is 100. So we've got it set here on the minimum of 75, and we're just going to take it for a quick drive and show you guys how it steers and how it reacts at that minimum setting. So I'm just going to grab the steering wheel at 12 o'clock and I'm going to turn it 90 degrees. So you can see there it's making quite a steady gradual turn. So I'm actually just going to have to turn that harder, or we're going to have ourselves a little accident there, which is not ideal. So as you can see, with it wound right down, it is reasonably docile. So I'm just going to straighten up here now and pull up, and we're going to jump back into the screen and we're going to turn that steering sensitivity all the way up and just show you guys the difference that makes. So we're at max there now, which is 175. So I'm just going to do the same thing. I'm going to grab the steering wheel at 12 o'clock and I'm going to put on 90 degrees of lock, and you can see the difference that makes to how the machine turns. So yeah, pretty cool little feature, new for MY19 on the 8RT series, and yeah, just the ability to adjust that steering sensitivity to suit whatever you may or may not be doing with it. So there it is, guys, a look at the model year 19 8RT series and some of the changes and some of the improvements. This machine is up in Swan Hill. We've got another one in Roseworthy that is very close to arriving, if not already. So if you're in Swan Hill or in Roseworthy and you want to pop in and have a look at these changes for yourself, feel free. The guys would be more than happy to show you over them. So yeah, there it is, guys. MY19 8RT series, Joel Fowler for Emmetts.